welcome to Amazon's first robotics fulfillment center in North Haven and our second fulfillment center in Connecticut. Again, my name is Richard Dice, and I'm proud to serve as the Director of Operations for our newest facility. It's an honor to have such a strong support as we prepare to grow our network and team here in this exciting location in North Haven. I hope you all enjoy the tour of our site, and as you can see, we are working safely and quickly to launch this building in the coming months, and we're excited to share that we will begin hiring in just a few short weeks. So please stay tuned for more information on ways to apply and upcoming hiring events that will take place here within the community. So we have a lot of folks here, and I'd like to take a quick second to acknowledge some folks who are here in this room. So first and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge and thank each of our strong supporters here today, especially Governor Ned Lamont and First Selectman Mike Frieda. Your enthusiasm for Amazon's investment and your support has been invaluable. And I'm very appreciative of the connections that we've already made in the community, as well as the state throughout your partnership. I'd also like to thank Lieutenant Governor Susan Bicewicz, Senator Looney, Senator Fasano, Representative Vincent Candelora, and Representative Dave Yacarino. I'd like to thank you for joining us today and each of our other esteemed partners in the North Haven business and education communities. I may have missed, there are people here I'm sure that I may have missed, but I'd also like to thank any local leaders, elected officials, and legislators. Thank you for your support. Please also join me in thanking the construction manager, Gary Obershaw. Where's Gary? Startup project manager, Stan Gilbreth. Stan. Amazon robotics deployment engineer, Shweta Vavia, who you all have met on the tour. Operations manager, Alexi Ovis. Launch team ops manager, Colin Smith. Colin. And each of the Amazonians here today. I'd like to give a special shout out to my personal leadership team here for the building. I'd like to start by welcoming and introducing the Assistant General Manager, Adrian Melendez. Our ops manager, Andrea Seitz. Another one of our ops managers, Sharni Paul. Mo Zhang. And also Senior Ops Manager, David Semko. Each of you have been supportive of the new jobs and industry-leading pay and benefits coming to the state of Connecticut, as well as North Haven community, with the building of this facility. And we are thankful for your support and excitement. For me, as I walked through this room earlier and I looked at the pictures, the images that are on the easels over here, it's a personal success story of mine and something that sort of brought my career full circle. I spent the previous 10 years working for Pratt & Whitney in East Hartford, and I had always heard of the Pratt & Whitney facility in North Haven. And unfortunately, I hadn't had an opportunity to visit the North Haven facility when it existed, but I heard numerous stories of that facility, and it was my pleasure to know that this building is actually sitting on the same grounds as that facility, to have it come full circle. I'm very well aware of the pride that that company had in this community, North Haven, and how they spoke of the partnership and interaction in general across the board in terms of business partnerships. So it's a pleasure for me to be a part of this community, and I look forward to carrying forward the same sort of tradition and responsibility that has existed here in the past and have deep roots in the area as well, and continue to be a very strong business partner within the North Haven community as well. So in terms of a little bit of history, Amazon first launched our fulfillment operations in Connecticut in 2015 with our Amazon Robotics Fulfillment Center in Windsor, Connecticut, close to the airport. We also have a sortation center that's not too far away in Wallingford, and a delivery station in Bristol, as well as an Amazon Air hub in Hartford. We're very proud of our ability to create more than 1,800 new full-time jobs for residents within this region. That's something if we're going to applaud for something, 1,800 new jobs is nothing to sneeze at. This is something very impressive, and to be quite frank, I'm very proud of that. Look forward to having as many really solid jobs here as possible, and to be able to bring that to this community is a great pride to me. I personally live in Hamden, about 15 minutes away. I spend a lot of time and money in North Haven, and with that being said, I'm proud to be able to know what Amazon represents and to bring that to this community represents a great deal of pride for me in knowing what's to come in the future here. So bringing 1,800 jobs, new full-time jobs to the residents in this region. So Amazon jobs are great jobs, right, with great benefits that start from day one. Full-time employees, as mentioned, receive comprehensive benefits on day one, including innovative programs like Career Choice, which you heard about just next door in the Career Choice room. This program prepays 95% of tuition for employees to go back to school in fields that are in high demand, regardless of whether or not they're associated with a career at Amazon, right? So as I mentioned with my group, our objective is to have the most educated workforce, and we want to ensure that individuals have as much opportunity as possible to advance their career possibilities and potential and make themselves as marketable as possible. And we would gladly shake the hand of every individual, hug them, high-five them as they walk through the door for a better opportunity, and that's what we look to provide. So I've personally been partnering with folks in the community, the educational community, to ensure that we have options and opportunities for individuals within this fulfillment center. Anybody who walks within these doors, we want to be able to have them potentially walk out better off as a result of being here as a part of the Amazon community and the North Haven community as well. So across the board, more than 16,000 associates around the world are participating in Career Choice, and we couldn't be more proud of their hard work. And on our tour today, we were able to see the Career Choice classroom, where we'll be offering education classes in partnership with our local education providers right here on site for associates. So we're working very hard to be able to provide that and bring that to the table here in this community, specifically in this building. Now, there are a variety of factors associated in when and how we select a location for an Amazon facility. Some of these factors include a dedicated workforce who will be able to raise the bar on being customer obsessed, as well as a great local support. And we found that right here in North Haven. We're very proud to be a part of this community, and we're very excited to get started here very shortly, being a partner in this community. This facility joins our operations network to provide a great selection, competitive prices, and very fast shipping speeds that we know our customers love and have come to expect. An Amazon presence in Connecticut means more than just jobs provided within these four walls. As you saw on the tour, Amazon is already supporting the creation of hundreds of construction jobs before this building even opens. From 2010 to 2018, Amazon has invested more than $1 billion into its local fulfillment center infrastructure and through compensation of thousands of employees in the state. Amazon's investments in Connecticut contributed to an additional $604 million into the Connecticut's economy. And using the methodology developed by the US Bureau of Economic Analysis, Amazon estimates that its investments in the state have created an additional 3,000 plus indirect jobs. And that is on top of the already 2,000 plus direct full-time jobs that exist as a result of Amazon being a presence in Connecticut, in addition to hundreds of part-time jobs as well. In fact, before we open our doors, we're proud to have created, as mentioned, over 250 construction jobs right here on this site. Now, our fulfillment network supports millions of small, medium, and large-sized businesses worldwide through our Fulfillment by Amazon offering. And more than 50% of the inventory that will be housed in this building will be from small and medium-sized businesses, many of whom operate right here in Connecticut. In fact, there are more than 24,000 authors, sellers, and developers across the state of Connecticut who are growing their businesses and reaching new customers on Amazon products and services every day. Now, something I'm especially passionate about is our commitment to being a good neighbor and a partner within the community. I spoke about this previously in different engagements. To be a good partner within the communities that our associates live and work is a personal passion of mine, and it's an objective of Amazon across the board. And Amazon has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars in both monetary and in-kind donations to charities and public schools throughout Connecticut. And I look forward to continuing that process here within the North Haven and the greater New Haven community as well. Very much looking forward to getting engaged within the community and having a sense of pride within these walls and extend the reach beyond the walls and into our community as well. Now, some examples throughout Connecticut and the building that I led previously in Windsor include Connecticut Food Bank, Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford, Thurman Milner Elementary School, Pequannock Elementary School, and Oliver Ellsworth Elementary School as well. So we are very excited to launch in North Haven, and we thank each of you for welcoming us to the community. And now at this time, I would like to invite Governor Ned Lamont to share a few remarks as well.
Thanks, Richard. And hey, Amazon, welcome to North Haven, and keep expanding in Connecticut. We love having you here. And Holly, we wanted to make you feel right at home, so we organized a little Seattle weather for you outside, just so you knew we could be accommodating. And we want to be a great partner for Amazon. And as I looked around this extraordinary state-of-the-art fulfillment distribution center, it didn't exactly remind me of our state-of-the-art facilities here in the state government, but it inspired us to know what we got to do. And I've often said, I look at our state government, we're sort of a Sears Roebuck government, and I want to move to an Amazon government, and here's Amazon right here. And this is what we mean to do. And Richard, your story is so rings with me. I mean, when you say you used to work at Pratt & Whitney up in East Hartford, and now you're working and building in an old Pratt & Whitney facility here in North Haven. And you see what this facility has transformed from what they were doing during the Cold War to now being a major Amazon distribution and fulfillment center. And this is part of the cycle of life. And this is how we continue to modernize and grow our economy, by welcoming these changes and making sure we can make it happen for Amazon and a lot of others. And Amazon is making it happen for small businesses as well. You heard Richard talk about how many? 24,000 small business partners, helping them move their retail enterprise into the 21st century. And you do it by a keen eye on customers and incredible ease of use, same type of thing that Susan and I are trying to do for state government. You make it too easy, I would say. I was just sort of learning my way about 10 years ago, and I thought I was ordering 10 packs of razor blades. I ended up with about 100 packs of razor blades. We had a very clean-shaven Christmas that year. But the point is, you're helping take Connecticut into the 21st century. You're bringing retail into the 21st century. And we should welcome this, what you do for small business, what you do for the community. Len and Marty are here. You've got strong bipartisan support to make this happen. And I can tell you in the governor's office, the lieutenant governor's office, we're going to do everything we can to make sure you succeed right here. Welcome to Connecticut.
And I just wanted to add, the governor and I are just thrilled to have Amazon in Connecticut. You have recognized our strategic location, our well-trained workforce, and we are thrilled at the kinds of good-paying jobs that you are going to be creating right here, 1,800 of them. So jobs that could be entry level at $15 an hour. We're thrilled about that. You have an incredible family medical leave policy of 20 weeks. We really appreciate your commitment to furthering the education of your employees, and also appreciate all of your commitment to safety for your employees. So we're just thrilled to have you here. We thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor and Lieutenant Governor. Really appreciate the support throughout the years, absolutely, in establishing or helping to establish this as a presence here in this community. Before I introduce the next speaker for remarks, as mentioned, I spent the last 15 years living just across the way in Hamden, and I met First Selectman Frida about a month or so ago. We spoke at an event together in North Haven, and spent a lot of time, and as I mentioned, money in North Haven, and to meet him as well as his phenomenal team, Valerie, Richard, and the rest of the team that I met during that day, I'll tell you that I could not have been more impressed with him in terms of leadership and what he has done and has meant for this community, a community in which I know so well. I learned a lot that day, and I appreciate and respect all the work that went into the efforts and the work that continues to go into the efforts to grow the community even more. And I was even more proud to see and hear about how much he embraced this project as an advocate right off the bat, and even more so how he's pushing to integrate Amazon within the community. Countless contacts putting me in touch with individuals who can make this venture that much more impactful. And that I personally appreciate, so I want to say thank you. It's been a pleasure meeting you, and it's going to be my honor to work with you and alongside you to make this a successful venture for years and years to come within the community. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce First Selectman Mike Frida to share some remarks.
Thank you, Richard, for the very kind comments. Thank you, Governor Lamont, Lieutenant Governor Bisewitz, for being here. We really appreciate it. I'd like to acknowledge also the Commissioner of our DECD, Mr. David Lehman. Thank you for being here also. This project, ladies and gentlemen, represents a crystal clear portrait that was defined by collaboration, determination, and a relentless and implacable laser-like focus to do everything that we could to bring this wonderful project here to North Haven and the region and, of course, the state of Connecticut. So many people I could thank. I'd like to start with acknowledging Mickey Rabina and Jennifer Rabina. Would you stand for a second, please? These two wonderful individuals purchased this site in 2001, and I had the honor of starting to work with them in 2009 through a series of economic development collapses and tumbles across the country. We stayed the course. As property owners, they were outstanding to work with, and we still continue to work with them today to build a road through Valley Service Road to finish this project. Thank you, Mickey and Jennifer, for all of your hard work with the town of North Haven. We certainly appreciate it. In 2016, Holly Sullivan, Brenda, and Kevin came into my office, and we had a major meeting to try to kick this off. Our goal was to collapse, as I said to Governor Lamont earlier, the regulatory bureaucracies that sometimes are in municipal government. We worked very hard to listen to what Amazon needed, working with the region, with the state of Connecticut, to bring this project forward. I am so impressed with the quality of the individuals, the people we're working with from Amazon. Right from the beginning, it was an impressive array of talent that we immediately gravitated to help bring this project forward. I have to acknowledge Rachel Leidy. Is she here today? Rachel, there she is right there. Rachel oversees all of the Amazon facilities up and down the East Coast from a PR, public relations, communications standpoint. And Rachel, you have been a great joy to work with. And as far as Richard Dice is concerned, right from the moment I met him, I was so impressed with him. And he, over the course of the last month or two, has become a wonderful partner with the town of North Haven and doing things that are so important, as was mentioned, integrating himself into the business community, making connections, working hard with our staff, being part of the community, becoming a member of the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce, has really positioned himself and this company nicely. And one thing I want to really applaud Amazon for also is through these business connections, the economic development multiplier effect of the synergies that are created with other businesses doing businesses with Amazon really have helped ignite the optimism, the hope of our community in this region. Thank you, Amazon, for being here. The town of North Haven, the region, and the state of Connecticut will continue to be your biggest cheerleader here. Richard and Rachel, I am very grateful for the relationship that we've developed. And in closing, I'd like to say this, and I can speak not only as North Haven's chief elected official, but also one of the leaders of our Council of Governments here in the South Central region, and currently the chairman of the Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy Committee throughout the Greater New Haven area. We will be successful here in this region as part of the state of Connecticut. There will be more new businesses coming into this region. There are new businesses, additional new businesses coming into North Haven. Being involved with every single one of the projects, you're going to see Universal Drive, State Street, Washington Avenue, plazas being developed, hotels coming in, new upscale restaurants coming to North Haven. This region will be successful, and we're proud to be, as a region and a municipality, proud to be part of the state of Connecticut. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Mr. Frieda. I appreciate it. And lastly, I'd like to invite Representative Dave Iacarino to share a few remarks as well. Nothing more.
I really wasn't going to, but that's all right. Okay. I'll be quick, 'cause I'm sure everybody would like to leave. I'd like to thank Amazon for being here, but really Mickey Rubin and his family, this really wouldn't have happened if you didn't purchase this property about 18 years ago. And with the leadership of Mike Frieda and the state of Connecticut, I just want to welcome Amazon. You'll be a good neighbor. A lot of commerce jobs. I think Alexander Hamilton, our first commerce secretary, would be awful pleased to see the progression of this facility and what's happening in our new economy. So that's all. Thank you all. I want to welcome the workers. Enjoy it, learn, and move on, but also thank you for being here. So thank you. God bless.
Thank you. So before we conclude our event, I'd like to invite each of you to join in an Amazon tradition. I'm sure some of you may have noticed that thing to my left, and it's not quite as random as it appears. That is a door desk. It's what we refer to as at Amazon as a door desk. A little bit of a history. Our very first fulfillment center, which was our 25 years ago, Jeff Bezos' garage was our first fulfillment center. One of our themes is to be as frugal as possible and economical. And Jeff actually, they had a need for desks, and he had a bulk order from a friend in terms of doors, and he turned the doors into desks with some 2x4s, and that started the tradition. So throughout every Amazon fulfillment center or facility, you will see these desks there represented our history, as well as our frugality and our utility as a company. So I'd like to thank you. We're going to sign this desk first of all, but I'd like to thank you for joining us today as we provide a sneak peek inside this facility. And thank you to the many leaders who helped us to get to where we are today. We're grateful, and we're also honored for your support and for your partnership, and we're very much excited to launch this building here in the next coming months. So thank you very much. With that being said, I would like to invite Governor Lamont, Lieutenant Governor, to sign the desk as well. I have a Sharpie.
Yeah, let's do it.
And all the elected officials, please sign the desk.
We only have to use one.
so that concludes our event. So thank you everyone for coming. So please do sign the desk on your way out, and have a great day. I appreciate it. Be safe.